Welcome to English News of Binh Phuoc Television. I'm with you. Now following are the headlines for today. Growth in Binh Phuoc's agricultural sector leads country. Handmade decorations highly favored. Prime Minister lands in Switzerland, starting trip to attend World Economic Forum meeting. First Vietnamese factory inaugurated in Egypt. Binh Phuoc posted growth of 8.34% in 2023, ranking it first in the Southeast region and 11 nationwide. Its agricultural sector, meanwhile, boasted the highest growth in the country, up 10.25%. The figures were disclosed at a year-end conference, reviewing 2023 and launching plans for 2024 in the province's agriculture and rural development sector, held on the morning of January 16.
The agriculture, forestry and fisheries sectors stood at 17.513 trillion Vietnam dong for growth of over 10% and contributing 3.21 percentage points to the province's gross regional domestic product or GRDP. Its contribution was 1.04% higher than the previous year. In posting record-breaking growth that topped the country, Binh Phuoc's agriculture sector surpassed the industrial and construction sectors in contributing to provincial GRDP. The issuance of planting area codes to facilitate exports was a particular focus of the sector. To date, the province has issued 48 planting area codes for a total area of over 3,800 hectares. Over the past year, more than 134,000 tons of various agricultural products and fruit were exported to the United States and China. At the conference, Deputy Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Huỳnh Anh Minh, proposed that the agriculture sector continue to research and develop regional raw material policies, apply scientific and technological advancements, promote deep processing chains, encourage investment, and develop cooperative models aimed at building integrated production chains. He also emphasized the need for effective forest protection efforts, focusing on disease-safe livestock raising and attempting to increase exports.
Phu Thanh District, in cooperation with the Binh Phuoc Provincial Coordination Office on New Rural Development, held a ceremony recently to announce that Long Ha Camille has met new style rural area status.
Despite being a commune with a high proportion of ethnic people and an economy primarily focused on agriculture, Long Ha has overcome the challenges to successfully build a new style rural area, with all 19 criteria being met. The locality has completed 35 projects with total investment of over 53 billion Vietnam dong, of which local people contributed around 4 billion Vietnam dong towards new style rural area construction. All rural roads have been cemented, schools have been newly invested in and upgraded to meet educational standards, and all criteria have been fulfilled. Average annual income stands at nearly 62.9 million dong, and the number of impoverished households has reduced notably to about 0.31%. Adhering to the principle that building a new style rural area is a continuous journey, Long Ha Commune in Phu Riêng District aims to reassess its efforts and strive for further improvements in criteria already met.
In addition to food, the Lunar New Year or Tết Holiday is not complete without charming and meaningful decorative items. Of these, handmade products attract customers with their simplicity, uniqueness in materials, and creative designs that keep up with trends.
To craft a beautiful, eye-catching handmade decoration requires creativity, skill, and dedication from the artisan. Handmade products often prioritize materials associated with agriculture, such as bamboo, coconut leaves, and corn. Despite the variety and reasonable prices of industrially produced decorative items, handmade decorations continue to be favored by most people thanks to the unique appeal compared to mass-produced items. In addition to regular customers who have businesses and need handmade decorations for Tet, there is a growing number of individuals who lavishly decorate their homes during the holiday using familiar yet uniquely colorful handmade items. With a range of handmade decorative products on offer, everyone can choose those that suit their tastes and preferences and convey meaningful messages, creating a warm and peaceful atmosphere to welcome in the new year.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, his spouse and the high-ranking delegation of Vietnam arrived Switzerland, starting a trip to attend the 54th annual meeting of the World Economic Forum in Davos.
The government leader and his entourage were welcomed by Vietnamese embassy and the permanent mission of Vietnam in Geneva, as well as Vietnamese people in Switzerland, at the airport on January 16 morning, local time. During the trip, Prime Minister Chính is scheduled to chair, attend, and deliver remarks at several events of the WEF Annual Meeting 2024. On this occasion, he will meet with WEF founder and executive chairman Professor Klaus Schwab, and engage in bilateral meetings with leaders of some countries, international organizations, and WEF member businesses. He will also address a seminar on Switzerland's experience in and model of developing international financial centers, and receive executives of some leading enterprises of Switzerland. Right after arriving in Switzerland, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính had talks with a number of international leading groups, such as Google and Siemens, as part of his working trip to the European country. Speaking highly of Vietnam's development achievements, representatives of the groups pledged to continue expanding their business investment in the country. They also expressed their hope that the Vietnamese government will create conditions for businesses to invest in the fields of technology, innovation, semiconductors, AI, and strategic infrastructure. Prime Minister Chính told the participants that Vietnam will mobilize all resources for rapid and sustainable development based on science and technology, innovation and digital transformation. He briefed them about the policies and measures that Vietnam is carrying out to promote the development of AI, automotive technology, and semiconductor industry. Vietnam will continue to promote 3 strategic breakthroughs, including strategic infrastructure, training high-quality human resources and perfecting institutions, he said. The country always accompanies investors on the principle of harmonizing interests between the people, the state, and investors, and sharing risks, the leader noted.
Vietnam's European plastic joint stock company has inaugurated a factory specializing in producing filler master batch in Sada City, Menofaya province of Egypt, marking the first factory of a Vietnamese enterprise in the Middle East country.
The Eup Egypt Factory was built on an area of more than 34,000 square meters with an investment of $30 million. It is designed to have 24 production lines with a total capacity of 300,000 tons a year, creating jobs for more than 300 local workers. Its products will serve the Egyptian market and exports to the Middle East, Africa, Europe and America. Founded in August 2022 in Egypt with 100% investment capital from Vietnam, Eup Egypt Industries Company, a subsidiary of Eup, has an ambition to expand markets and become a multinational company. Hossam Haiba, president of Egypt's General Authority of Free Zones Investment, highlighted the significance of the factory as the first project of a Vietnamese enterprise in Egypt, saying it reflects the Egyptian government's efforts to attract foreign investors.
2023 marked a significant milestone for the forestry sector as Vietnam successfully sold 10.3 million forest carbon credits, equivalent to 10.3 million tons of carbon dioxide for the first time through the World Bank for $51.5 million.
The forest carbon credit sale was part of the emission reductions payment agreements in the North Central region signed on October 22, 2020 between the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development of the World Bank and the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. In early August 2023, the World Bank paid the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development installment of $41.2 million to the Vietnamese ministry, or 80% of the contract. The remaining $10.3 million will be paid after the transfer of 10.3 million tons of CO2 is completed. the Vietnam Forest Protection and Development Fund has received and disbursed all the first payment so that 6 north-central provinces can urgently make payment plans for forest owners. According to the Vietnam Administration of Forestry, the country planted about 250,000 hectares of forest last year, surpassing the yearly plan by 2%. The forest coverage rate was 42.02%, matching the target. Total revenue from all forest environment services reached more than $169 million.
That was 10 minutes of BPTV News. To watch the news again, you can download BPTV Go or visit our website and YouTube channel. Thanks for staying with us and see you next time.